If you are fascinated by conspiracy theories, why not invest your attention in one that is actually real, a conspiracy established and promoted throughout centuries? This conspiracy is so well implemented that it is out in the open and yet no one takes it seriously, even though its disciples carry out its goals and manage to be justified by the international community. This conspiracy, dear friends, is known as Islam. You may ask, how can a well-known religion be considered a conspiracy? Good question. We may find the answer in the teachings of Muhammad, the so-called prophet of what should be classified as a successful cult. This so-called prophet promised his followers an orgiastic paradise if they subjugate the entire world and annihilate the Jews, the very people he looked up to, took from their literature and tried to obtain recognition from. Muhammad established a religious type of racketeering through which an economy will sustain and support an empire of expansion and slave trading. This is the Islamic conspiracy that fuels every Muslim and drives their spiritual aspirations, if we can qualify such thing as having any spiritual aspect at all. In Muhammad's world, everything can be justified if Allah wishes it. He traded away women's humanity and dignity for soldiers and slaves. But the irony is, in the future generations that expanded efforts and resources to perpetuate his primitive point of view and force fitting it throughout the centuries. In today's world, Muhammad's decaying ideology and rituals are kept alive through fear and submissive intimidation. If you have any doubts about how serious this conspiracy is, and how long it's been going on, and if you value the truth, all you have to do is read the main Islamic sources, begin with the Quran, but be cautious and skeptical of the modern translations. Many efforts have been deployed recently to clean up the true meanings in the Quran and soften its vile views and commandments. Go ahead and read for yourself. Keep in mind the context of things and look at the big picture. The rotting corpse of Islam is not hard to find, as its foul stench have become intolerable in the 21st century. Consider this. Every Muslim is taught from an early age that the world will not come to an end until the Muslims will fight the Jews, chasing them everywhere, and the rocks and trees will call out, "O slave of Allah, there is a Jew behind me, come and kill him." This may be dismissed as some sort of metaphor, but Muhammad didn't intend it as such, and every Muslim takes it at face value, something that must happen, because Allah commands it as one of the main ingredients necessary to unlock the end of times. You can see how generations brought up on teachings that systematically dehumanize another group of people, just because their prophet felt humiliated by the rejection of that same group. Do not fall prey to the talking heads saturating every media platform. You can easily see the pattern of their attempts to justify, reinterpret, and sanitize what is clearly a dying dogma best left buried in the sand. Until next time, don't be afraid to ask.